How you doing, sir? Y'all doing good? Okay. Deliver me, and I'm gonna get out y'all way.
Sing, Leandria.
Thank y'all. So y'all give it up for the band. This band. Thank y'all. All right. So deliver me it is.
Yeah.
Take it out.
Sing it.
Is there a lead singer?
Look at my hair. Look at my hair, y'all. I cut my hair off. That's what I did do. I cut my hair off. All right.
This young baby say, I got you.
We live for this. All right. Okay. Hey, what's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTube? I know I told you guys that I was gonna have a special guest in here today. It was gonna be Denise Woods, but she had to go and speak at several other engagements at the last minute. And you guys will get a chance to, hear from her sooner or later. If they come in, then that's fine during the show. But we just went on ahead and started the show because I want to, hurry up and speak to you guys about voter suppression today and what I've experienced at the polls. That song was my song for today because it ministered to me. Is it playing, Poetess? Just a little bit of it?
Sing now.
I just want to hear just a little bit of that before I start with you guys. Because I'm telling you, it's what I'm asking God to do for me right now.
Sing now.
Deliver me. Deliver me.
Come on now.
Now she asking somebody else to sing the song for her. I don't care who sang it as long as it's delivered spiritually, connecting with God's will. Listen to it. I know y'all know this song. That's why I need the Lord to deliver me. I'm always in trouble, y'all. I'm always in trouble. When I ain't trying to find trouble, trouble find me. I say, Lord, deliver me. Because all I seem to do is hurt me. I try so hard to do the right thing. And just me being me could just be all wrong sometimes. Just because of who I am and what I stand for. It's real. So is the struggle. Sing the song, y'all. All right, that's enough for this. I just wanted to hear just a little bit. So, Fushi ladies, how you doing? Thank you and welcome back to Testimony. This is my third season, first show since the new year 2020. And I tell you, 2020 has been some year. And the start of 2020 has been some start. But 2019 has been some year. The start of 2020 has been some start. I mean, it was a rough start. We got off to a rough start. We got so many things going on, the coronavirus and, I hear in Africa, the people are getting eaten by locusts. All these things happened in the Bible. And, it seems like, God is desperately needing for us to seek his face. He's really trying to get our attention. And he's giving us warnings after warnings after warnings, and some of us still don't get it. He really need our undivided attention because this coronavirus, I tell you, it reminds me of back in the day when they told Pharaoh to let his people go. and it came down where he sent a plague and all kind of things was going on, and until finally Pharaoh found out that he was actually dealing with the higher power, which is the only God himself, who does control everything, who reigns over our lives and his life and everybody's lives back in the day and everybody's lives today. See, today people think they are God. They don't believe that there's no other God that reigns over their lives. And see, God is trying to tell them people who don't believe that there is no other God, who actually takes credit for doing the things that they do out here for other people, and takes credit for the things that they have out here, like, money, cars, luxury, fame, fortune. First of all, none of those things are of God, because it all belongs to him. He owns all the houses and land. All the riches is the Lord. So, it's all his. So it doesn't belong to us anyway. And a lot of time people think they are so blessed. But you know what? You got to ask yourself, who gave it to you? Did God give it to you? Or did the devil give it to you? Because, the devil got a way of blessing you with all kind of things you ask for. He'll give it to you too. And then you get all into yourself and you feel like, you just the cream of the crop, and, you're invincible and you got money. So that's when you start treating people all kind of ways, because you feel like, people are supposed to chase you because you have money. Well, I got something to tell you, because my bishop brought something up today at church, and it is so important for you to know. Matthew 6:24 says, no one can serve two masters. Either you will hate one and love the other, or you'll just be devoted to that one and then despise the other. So you cannot serve both God and money. See, money needs to serve you. You can't serve money. Money needs to serve you. And that's the real thing that everybody needs to get in their head. Money can serve you. Don't chase money. Let money chase you. Because if the money is chasing you, that means God is blessing you with open doors, creativity, and all the things that he's providing for you is providing a way for money to come in. So that's the way you want to be blessed with money. You don't want money to get the glory. You want God to get the glory. And you don't want to get the glory to yourself, because you are nothing without him. And I just came to tell you that, because a lot of people in this election believes that politics are their God, and they believe that they rule the world. And I'm just here to tell you that God is still in control, no matter who gets nominated, no matter who gets actually wins the election. God is still in control. He's going to stay in control. And he's in control. I never, ever even felt any kind of way when they said Trump was our president, simply because everything that happens, God allows it to happen for a reason. So had we not had a president like Trump, a lot of the things that was hidden and undercover, we wouldn't have never known. It wouldn't have came up to the surface. People would still be hiding behind veils and what you call them white things with the KKK. The KKK, they didn't threw that away. They don't need that no more, because Trump then made it easy for everybody to show their face, okay? And whoever you are, just be who you are, because he don't have no problem being who he is. And so, definitely I think that, that was the true reason that Trump has become our president, simply because he didn't follow the rules. Sometimes you got to get somebody who's not embedded in this political thing, this whole grounded and rooted and raised up in a political family. And so they told you how to do this, and then you did it their way, and then so on, and generations after generations come on doing exactly what you want them to do, because they've been raised that way, and they keep it in the family. And or they've been in the politics for more than 10 years. So that means that they are politically grounded with those thoughts, with those suggestions, and even when they talk, when they say they speeches, Lord have mercy, it's almost like it's rehearsed. You can tell the politicians that's been here for a long time because when they speak, they don't speak from the heart. They use key words. Just listen to them. And those key words tell you that they have done this before and said that before. So, I just say, God bless us all. God bless America. God bless the UK. God bless every nation involved in politics, not just the United States, but everywhere, because we still haven't yet grasped the fact that the people have the power. And the reason why the people have the power is because we are the ones that's trusted under God's unity. You see what I'm saying? When we're on one accord, the people will have the power when we're on one accord. But until we become on one accord, we probably won't see that power. We got to get on one accord. And the reason why I say that is this campaign that I have actually experienced for the first time in my life has been a total disaster. Straight up, total disaster. Simply because this had nothing to do with skin color this time. It had nothing to do with the fact that us blacks had to get on board and we have to fight and we have to stay together and we have to win against the people who are trying to suppress the black community. No, this had nothing to do with that. This right here was all about competition and self-greed. People who are black have become competitive with each other, and they have become so dirty and muddy in this politician game. It has become so critical that the next time that we have an election, we have to educate our people on how to vote, what not to do. And one of the things I suggest that we do not do is split the votes. When you have a specific individual that is running for a write-in position or that's a candidate that's on the ballot or whatever, when you have a specific individual that the people want in, and the majority of the people, they simply rule. So if you see the majority of your community is telling you to stand behind this one person, it's okay for us to jump in together and unite and be on one accord. Because that's how we going to be blessed. And that's how the people going to end up with the power. Other than that, we weak. We weak divided. We weak separated. We weak arguing. We weak not liking each other. We weak throwing darts at each other. That's just all weak. We cannot be strong together like that. And the reason why I say what I say is because I have had certain individuals who is running against the campaign that I help with, which is Denise Wood's campaign. I have had a certain individual, Tara Perry, and she's running too. And I love her ambition. I love her willpower. I love the fact that she's a young black girl trying to make things happen in the community. But baby, let me tell you, that girl is very confrontational. And no matter how much you love on her, it's like she just toss it out the window. She don't want to be loved. She don't want you to love on her because she want a situation. And she is young, so she thinking that this is a competitive thing and she got to play dirty to get what she want. And I'm going to tell you right now, that is not the way to win a campaign. You do not have to play dirty. We might as well live out the rest of the campaign the way it's always been for us if we going to play dirty. We trying to clean it up. So the next time we have somebody and we want to get behind somebody to try to pull anybody else out, let's get everybody together. Let's get behind that one person. It's okay to get behind that one person. Just because your time is not now, it doesn't mean that your time can't be later. You know, and sometimes people need time to groom. And I'm telling you, if you're ready to fight me And if you ready to throw darts at me physically, and you ready to come and harass me and come to my house and do all kind of little stuff on my yard, at my door, if you ready to come to my neighbor's yard and harass them, if you're ready to do those type of things, you are not ready to be a leader over my community. Because we trying to get rid of mess. We want trouble gone. We not trying to promote trouble. And we definitely not trying to promote violence, because we didn't had enough of that in this city of Los Angeles. We had enough of violence. But it seems to be that politics play a huge role with the violence in our city. Because you got people that are upset that other people are running against other people. And they all black people. But you got people that are so upset that they'll try to do anything, including harm you, because you running against their friend or somebody that they want to win. And then guess what? That just defeats the whole purpose, because we all black. And so now here we are, always fighting, always trying to kill each other, always trying to beat each other up, always trying to put each other down instead of raise each other up. When is it ever going to be one time that we kick back and humble ourselves and say, you know what? Let's try you first. And then let's all get behind you. And I got your back. Because when you do it like that, eventually you're going to have a place somewhere in life. And it might not be what you thought you wanted. It might be a bigger position than that. Just because you were obedient and humble to God's will. God said he wants us together, not separated. So, Tara, we can't separate ourselves, baby. You know, we got to get together. I don't hate you. And please don't hate me, because I'm a lovable person. I don't hate you. But this war, this black on black war thing has got to stop. How is it that we fighting against each other out here trying to win an election? Black against black. We got enough of that. And let me tell you, just because they black don't mean that we should vote for them either. Because we got some black people that look like us that's not for us. Now, we got to search hearts. We got to start searching hearts. And most of all, we got to start praying and asking God for discernment. And when these people get up and they speak, we need to let that discernment work for us and find out who it is, the best people that we choose, who it is that we need in place to make our lives better out here. Black lives better. To make our black lives better. We got to start praying on that. Because when you use your own judgment, it begins to be selfish, narcissistic, and, it's all wrong. But when you have passion about what you've been through out here in this city, and you've seen it crumble before your eyes, you almost know who you want to be the next person as your leader, because your heart is going to go out to them when they speak from their heart. And a lot of times these politicians don't speak from their heart. They go in there and it's all mumbo jumbo, bull crap, propaganda. They'll tell you anything just to get a vote. They'll tell you anything. They'll use the name of God to get a vote. And I've watched that over and over and over. They will come into your church and act like they serve God 24/7, 7 days a week. And know darn well you don't know when the last time they've been to church. But they'll use the name of God and use everybody in the church to get a vote. We got to put our discernments on. Everybody's not like that, but a whole lot of them are. And people, we just going to have to pray and watch, pray and watch, pray and watch. That's all I can tell you. It's power in prayer. And we got to pray and watch and watch everything. Nothing can't, I'm going to tell you, don't let nothing get by you. Ask God for a spiritual eye. because this is not a physical war here. This is a spiritual war. And that's all I wanted to tell Tara. Tara, what is her name? The other girl that's running against Marquise Dawson. Her name is Tara. I wanted to tell her, baby, this battle don't belong to us. This battle belongs to God. So we don't need to fight each other for a position, because whether it seemed wrong or right, it's going to be whoever God needed to be, and let it be, because God has a plan on top of every plan. This is why I wasn't shocked or upset when Donald Trump was our president, because my real president is Jesus, the God that I serve. And if I serve anything outside of him, I would be in trouble. If I put my trust in Trump and any of these politicians, I would be in trouble. So y'all see what's going on today. It's a lot of voter suppression. And I'm having my own press conference today, just because I needed to come on and start my show, regardless to if, everybody else had plans or not. I know that they wish they can be here with me, but they also know that I'm going to hold it down, regardless to if they get here or not. I'm going to hold it down. And they know that too. And during this fight and this campaign, I have gained some really, really wonderful, awesome friends that's going to remain my friends forever. And I got they back. Denise Woods, know I got her back, okay? Everybody know that. I get in a lot of trouble out here because I got Denise Woods back. Just to give you an example, I voted today. That's why I need a drink right now. I need my champagne. Just calm my nerves. Just calm my nerves. And ain't nothing wrong with it. All y'all saints out there like, she just got out of church. She got a drink in her hand. Yes, honey, I'm not a lush and I'm not an alcoholic. And guess what? I can have some champagne. And you might need you a glass too. So don't talk about me. Just pray for me. But I voted today. And during my vote time, I noticed that the new system was not working for me and many others out there. They were trying to figure out, how do you do this? What do you do to this? What is this? Well, where do you find this? How can I find that? First of all, everybody's been told to vote for a write-in candidate. Well, when you start voting in these new systems, they don't have a list of who's your write-in candidate. They don't have a list. Do you have the list for the write-in candidate for this? Do you have the list for, you're asking these questions, do you have a list for the write-in candidate for this? Nobody's giving you a list of any of the write-in candidates. And these days, we have a lot of those, okay? Matter of fact, this election, we've had a lot of write-in candidates. Simply because, once again, voter suppression. A lot of people supposedly did not make the ballot. Now, we never know how true that is. But supposedly, these people just did not make the ballot. You're supposed to have 500 signatures. These people came in with 700, 900, but they still didn't make the ballot. So I'm trying to figure out, if they didn't make the ballot, how could anybody make the ballot? That's the question I want to ask. How could anybody make the ballot if they didn't make the ballot? They need to change some of those stipulations. They need to rearrange some of those rules and try to do something else about that, because this system is built for us all to fail. And they're going to put in office who they want to put in office. So what we need to know is we need to continue to find our own system as a people. Because this election is what it is, and it's going to be what it is. And I pray to God that the people that I voted for are the ones who won. But if they didn't, I still got the victory. And we all do. Because we still got the power of the people. And we can move things with God. And in unity, we can move things with God. He wants us in unity. He wants us to unify ourselves. He also wants us to humble ourselves and pray. Then will he heal the land. That's what the word says. So we gonna have to do some of those things that he instructed us to do in order for us to see our promised land. In order for us to overcome, we gonna have to stick together. We've been saying that for hundreds of years. Black folks got to stick together. Black folks got to stick together. The very thing that I fight hard for out here as a community activist is getting us black folks on one accord, feeding us information that we need so we can elevate ourselves, has totally been corrupted during this election time. I found us fighting against each other, almost hating each other guts. And you know that's not of God. I found that it caused more separation than unity. And that's politics. I even saw where Maxine Waters did something that she told me she'd never do. Well, she didn't tell me she'd never do it, but she said it in so many ways, it won't happen. I thought it wasn't going to happen. But politics and money can change the minds of anybody. And I'm telling y'all, you either got to serve God or serve money. Don't serve money, because the decision that you might make behind money can cost us everything. And with that being said, don't serve people. Because the decision that you're making with people, because they're your friends, or you trying to gain some type of brownie points, or whatever you doing, you serving them, you looking up to them, that can cost us everything. We can't serve people either. We got to serve God. And be it your friend or not, if your friend don't like your decision, they need to be taking it up with God, because you need to make your decision on what God told you to make, not what your friend told you to make. I didn't vote for Denise because she's my friend. She wasn't my friend in the beginning. I didn't even know her. I voted for her because of the things that she said and how she said it and what she said about it. I've never been so informed about my own community until she ran this election. I know so much about my community because of Denise Woods. And because she passionately grew up in LA, I felt she would be a great candidate. And you know what else? She's a go-getter. And she's I don't want to, let me find the word. She's a bold woman of God. Bold. And that's what we need. We need somebody that's not scared to attack these demons that's out here. We have already lost so much, and we really cannot afford to lose anything else. So, here's the thing. I'm going to continue to fight for my community. I'm going to continue to run this race with my people, because we need that. I'm going to continue to root for my black people because they need me to root for them. And I'm not racist and I'm not prejudiced. I got a lot of white friends, and they rooting with me because they know we've been suppressed way too long. And it's a sad situation that we can't get it together during election. That they begin to see us be separated on a whole nother level. It's almost like gangbanging. It's ugly. And what are you going to gain from that? Intimidation and being evil. What are you going to gain from that? Nobody wants anybody like that in office, because what you'll do to your sister and brother, you gonna do to everybody else in your district that you leading. You lead by example. So you must remember that. We got to stop fighting each other and start loving on each other. It's politics everywhere. It's politics in the church. Yep. I'm about to go there. It's politics in the church. It's not the pastor and the bishop's fault, but it's the people who are in charge. You got a lot of narcissistic people, fake worshipers, and today I hear they call them church folks instead of the Pharisees. They look the part, but they rotten inside. And everything is just a show. And I heard one of my neighbors tell me, I'm getting tired of going to church because I don't go to church to be entertained. I can turn on my radio. I can go to YouTube. Hell, I can just go buy me a concert ticket. I go for deliverance. And I expect that when you get up there and you singing a song that has anything to do with the Spirit of God, it ought to be in you too. Are you doing it in vain? It's not working. It's not going to work unless you worship him in spirit and in truth. Now, which is it? You want to be seen or you want to be blessed? I want to be blessed. I don't care if nobody knows that I hit the wrong note. When I'm worshiping God, I might hit the wrong note. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm trying to impress Jesus. And there's nothing perfect about that. Because you're going to mess up over and over and over again when you're trying to impress God. And he knows that. That's why he's God all by himself. His mercy endureth forever. And I thank God for grace and mercy. Because a lot of us wouldn't be here if we didn't have it. And he just keep on blessing us over and over again, even when we don't deserve it. I got enough people that don't like me because of who I am and the spirit in me. They don't like me soon as I open my mouth. And I'm getting used to it. But I got way more people who love and respect me than I do people who don't like me. So to God be the glory. I ain't worried about it. I know I'm doing something right when all my haters can't do nothing but talk about me. And everything I do, I'm being, scrutinized for it. They watching every move I make. That's why I'm trying to walk right. Since they watching me anyway, I hope I'm walking right. Then maybe they'll catch on too. And maybe they'll walk right. I hope they see me loving on somebody. Then maybe they'll catch on too. And then maybe they'll love on somebody, even me. I'm not here to impress men. I'm not here to impress people. I'm not a people, what do you call it? I'm not a people pleaser. I'm not a people pleaser. I'm not here to please people. I'm here to please God. And I'm here too because God has a mission and an assignment for me. And he has one for everybody. Y'all got to figure out what it is. It's there, but you got to ask him for it. He talks to you. He speaks to you. You got to ask him what it is. He'll show you. You got to see it. You need that spiritual eye. So you got to kind of learn how to stay in that spiritual realm. Meaning you can't walk around hating on your neighbor. You got to try to love everybody, including your enemies. That's why I'm just going to say for the record, I love Tara because she is my sister. And what do I look like hating her? I don't hate anybody. I love that little girl or that young woman. She's not a little girl because she's well in her 30s, so she's a young lady. I love her, and I pray that one day she understand what love truly is. I'm not her enemy, and she's not mine. Our enemy is this system. And unfortunately, we got people tangled up in this system that's working against us, that look like us. But we got to get it together, people. I'm almost done, and I got one more thing I want you to know about, and that's the scripture, Galatians 6:9. And this is all I've been hearing. See, when I say that the Lord speaks to you, he really does, because this is all I've been hearing. I've been hearing this in my head. Do not be weary in well-doing. Do not be weary in well-doing. Do not be weary in well-doing. That's all I hear in my head all week long. So I'm giving y'all that scripture. And it simply says in Galatians 6:9, and let us not grow weary while doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. Try to love on your enemy. Try to humble yourself in certain situations. I know it's hard, because I just had to humble myself in a situation where I was spiritually broken inside my own department that I work at church, that I serve in. My own department that I serve in my church. This happens. I was spiritually broken by people who don't even know me. But that's neither here or there. You don't have to know me, but you should know my heart. Because spirit recognizes spirit. And you know if a person ain't right. If you rotten, you know rotten. And even if you're not rotten, you know somebody that's, that has a good heart. Because time and time I heard people say, I don't know how you do it. I can't be that way. You got a good heart. I know I don't have a good heart. I know I can't be that way. So you know when somebody else has a good heart. I know who I am, and I know I got a good heart because I done helped everybody around me in my community, outside my community, and outside my state, and even outside of the United States of America. So I know I got a good heart. So maybe you need to check yours. That's not going to stop me from getting the word, because I need to continue to build my faith. And I'm telling you, all you people that want to leave and run out of the church because somebody spiritually hurts you or somebody do something that's, out of line, don't do it. Because we all there because we need Jesus. We all there because we need guidance spiritually. This is a spiritual war. And you can't win in the flesh. You can't win in your emotions. You can't win with the I program. Some things you got to take. You got to take that humiliation. You got to take those bumps and bruises. Because one thing God did tell us is that we will be persecuted. Especially if we're following him. So think about it. You just got to be strong. Only the strong survive. I got one song I want to go out with. And I want Portis to play it for you guys. And this song just says everything for me. And it says everything for the people who are running and the people who are elected and the people who are not elected that should have been elected. This says everything to my people, white, black, Asian. This says everything. And I pray for China, and I pray for Africa, and I pray for all those third world countries. I pray for America. I pray for us all, that they come up with some type of cure for the coronavirus. But just to give you something that you can take with you all day and feel secure with, Jesus is the cure for any and everything. There's nothing too hard for God. So I declare life over us all. I declare blessings, longevity, and I declare increase in our lives. In Jesus' name, amen. Listen to this song, y'all. Child. No, the other one. What is it? The lady, I Told the Storm. I played her already before, but I gotta bring her back because this song ministers to me, and I know it's gonna minister to somebody else. Y'all know this is all raw and uncut, so if I had any kind of mishaps and mistakes, it was supposed to happen. Just pray for me. Yeah, the other video. Thank you, Portis.
Even though your winds blow, I want you to know you cause me no alarm, 'cause I'm safe in his arms. Even though you're rainfall, I can still make this call. Let there be peace. Now I can say, go away. Oh, I command you to move today because of faith. I have a brand new day. The sun will shine and I'll be okay. And that's what I told the storm. Oh yes I did. Oh storm, go away. I command you to move. Oh storm, when my God speaks, you don't have a choice in the matter. You have to seize, and that's what I told the storm. I told the storm. Oh yes I did. You can't last. Oh storm, go away. I command you to move. Oh storm, when my God speaks, you don't have a choice in the matter. You have to see, and that's what I told the storm, that no weapon formed against me shall prosper, that I don't have to worry about a thing, that I'm more than a conqueror through Jesus Christ, and he's gonna bring me out all right, yeah. I told the storm, and you need to tell your story today, that it's amazing grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace is gonna lead me on. Let's stop flowing, lightning stop flashing, breakers stop dashing, darkness go away, clouds move away. That's what I told. Oh, death, job can't make me, bills can't break me. No matter how hard you try, I won't be defeated. Can't try me 'cause God surrounds me. That's what I told. Oh, death, job, bills or disease. No, 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 no. My Lord surrounds me. Yeah. That's what I told. So many of you out there are going through some trials, but you need to stand up. You have now because you asked now. You gotta stand on the word of God. Yeah, that's what I told. Hey, speak to those storms in your life and watch God move.
So let's speak to our storms, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Once again, ciao.